how I worked step 3 incorrectly. And this will be a two-parter. It's a little bit longer than 10 minutes. Step 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. For me, what really stood out in that writing of the step was an awful fear. Because what I thought I just read was that I'm going to turn my will and my life over to the care of God, meaning I will become a religious robot. I will become the kind of person who every word out of my mouth includes the word God, and everything I say is about church and religion, and I'm going to be the type of person who I frankly never felt very comfortable with as a child. And that's what I'm agreeing to become? A religious fanatic? Because only a religious fanatic would turn their will and their life over to the care of God. That is someone who has no life left. I mean, you've turned your whole life over to God. Your whole life will be about God, 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 and nothing else. That's what I thought I read. Now, some folks who'd studied the 12 steps as they were originally read and written pointed out a couple of things. They said, your will consists of your thinking, your thoughts, and your life consists of your actions, the things of your life. So when I say I'm going to turn my will and my life over to the care of God, I'm turning my thoughts and my actions over to the care of God. But is that any better? Can I still be a religious fanatic if I turn my thoughts and my actions over to God? However, the word care needs some attention too, according to the folks who'd studied the steps. Think about it this way. I have a pet, a dog. And I'm going to go on vacation for a week. And you're a neighbor. So I ask you, would you please care for my dog while I'm out of town for a week? You'd say, sure, just, give me the dog food and tell me what to do, and I'll be happy to take care of your dog. Well, when I return 1 week later, and I come over to your house, and I see the dog jumping up and down at the window, and I say, I really appreciate you taking care of my dog. And you say, huh? Hold on now. That's not your dog anymore. And I'll say, what are you talking about? And you, my neighbor's going to say, When you said care for it, you gave the dog to me. It no longer belongs to you. I would say, wait a minute, I didn't give you the dog. I asked you to care for it. You said you'd care for it for a week. That was the deal. And that's now how I understand the third step. I'm asking God, as I understand God, to take care of my will and my life. God does not want to own my life, does not want to think my thoughts for me, does not want to take my actions for me. But when I'm struggling with my thoughts and my actions, it's fine to ask God to take care of my will in my life, just like you might help take care of a sick person. But I don't have to become a religious fanatic. That dog I turned over to a friend for care is still my dog. It's going to come home to me. I appreciate someone taking care of it, but it's mine to keep forever. Someone pointed out to me that the secrets of the 12 steps are hidden out in plain sight. For example, the step says we decide to turn our will and lives over to the care of God. Now, if I decide to learn how to speak French, which I don't speak at all, on Monday morning, that doesn't mean I can speak French by Monday at noon. It means I've decided to start a long process. No action occurs as a result of me deciding the moment I decide it. It is going to change the direction of my life in the future, but it is simply a decision point where I have decided to take a new direction, which includes turning my will and my life over to the care of God as I understand Him. Remember back in step 1? We're still on a journey to figure out. In step 1 and 2, we may have a very poorly formed understanding of God, but we're willing to accept that it's probably not going to be a human power. It's not going to be limited the way human power is limited. It's going to be above human power. And the 1930s dictionary confirms that. So with those words clarified for me, I was able to make a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understood God. And that I could do.